We got a news article on the website that I've never heard of before called Jezebel. And it's titled, "How Can Anyone Love the New York Rangers After This?" And I was like, someone shared this with me. I was like, okay, why should I care about, like, I love the Boston Bruins, but what's this have to do with gaming? And then I was like, oh, look who wrote it, by Alyssa Mercante, April 23rd at 2:23 p.m. And no, I've never heard of Jezebel ever. So I did a little deep diving before we get into this. And I was like, what is this site that this creature is writing for? And I went to the about section. It's Jezebel. Jezebel was launched in 2007 by Anna Holmes as part of Gawker Media and was meant to serve as an alternative to traditional women's publications that at the time lacked diversity, avoided politics, pretended the word feminism didn't exist, and photoshopped the shit out of any female body that dared to have a wrinkle or a bump. Jezebel provided readers the news with the humor, anger, and brashness that was considered too hysterical or risque for anywhere else. Now, I got to be honest, guys, reading that, I'm like, damn, was this website not made for her? This is perfect. This is a match made in heaven. She can write for a website that is designed for the modern audience. That's great. It's now been 17 years, minus that awkward month. Wait, what? Hey, we're back. Sorry about that random break. We're back now. We're good now. And we're back with sex, celebrity, and politics with teeth. Good Lord. What even is this? For the most part, the culture has largely caught up. Feminism is no longer considered a bad word. Well, hold on. What? Conversations around race, sexuality, gender, and identity are, for the most part, expected and encouraged. And all the biggest media outlets cover reproductive rights, with many employing a full-time abortion reporter. What?
Shut it down.
Retard alert! Retard alert! Retard alert!
If it was consensual and you didn't hate the Jews, I'd fuck the shit out of you. I would.
I see the chat. People know who Jezebel is. I've never heard of this. People are saying, "Oh, that Jezebel." I'm like, damn. I'm glad I never heard about it. This is great for culture and very cool testament to the site's impact. Oh yeah, it was Jezebel apparently that was the one leading the charge on this that I've never even heard of before. Sure. Where exactly does that leave Jezebel now? We're still here. We continue to live in an era where the rights of so many are constantly being threatened, questioned, banned, or being put on lawsuits. Oh, wait, no, that part I added in. The need for a place like Jezebel has never been more necessary or more urgent. You literally just said everyone's doing what you were founded for. So that means there's literally no need for you at all anymore because everyone's covering what you started out to do. Your own words, but whatever. Today, we remain as committed as ever to fostering a space dedicated to championing diverse voices, standard-setting journalism that challenges, exposes, and calls absolute fucking bullshit on the powers that be, as well as all the humor, sex, celebrity hot takes, and annual scary story contests you still won't find anywhere else. My God, this reads like if I were to design the most uninteresting website that I would never want to read, this would be the description of it. Paste Media acquired Jezebel after they briefly shuttered in 2023, relaunched less than a month later. Our 7th editor-in-chief, Lauren Toussaint, who doesn't seem to have fucked it up yet. In 2023, Holmes wrote of launching Jezebel, I imagine it as a site with a lot of personality, humor, and edge. I wanted it to combine wit, smarts, and anger. Well, okay. Providing women, many of whom had been taught to believe that feminism was a bad word or one to be avoided, with a model of critical thinking around gender and race, which felt accessible and entertaining. As long as our highly engaged, deeply devoted, and very brilliant audience keeps coming back, Jezebel will remain that site with personality, humor, edge, and with teeth. I mean, I really don't even need to read Alyssa's article, just based off of that. But we'll touch on it because Alyssa has made it no secret that she is a puck slut for the New York Rangers, which means, basically she'll do anything to be around them as a fan. In light of the recent sexual assault allegations against Artemi Panarin, the team's response, and an utterly disappointing season, I can no longer make... Hold up. What does the disappointing season have to do with sexual assault allegations? They're like, oh, if they were kicking ass like the Bruins were a couple years ago, then you might be able to look past this stuff. But since they suck too, I can no longer make excuses for them. My entire life, she loves making everything she writes about herself. Oh, it's great. My entire life, I've been a diehard New York Rangers fan, that largely to my late grandfather, who swore that he only survived his 1994 quadruple bypass because he watched the Rangers win the Stanley Cup from his recovery bed. I've been to close to 30 games. I've probably been to more than 30 Bruins games in my life. But damn, she sure seems to act like she's the biggest Rangers fan in the world. I barely ever talk about it. Have chirped with opposing teams' fans. I'm sure you have, Alyssa. Everyone is sure you have. You've chirped with everyone. That's what you do. During midseason bouts, one of which turned into an all-out brawl. What? Is she trying to take credit for starting an all-out brawl during a Rangers-Islanders Valentine's Day game? What? And I own limited edition merch from several streetwear collabs. What? As well as multiple jerseys. God, no one cares. Why would anyone read this? Why would anyone read this? A signed 1994 frame picture. When my grandfather fell gravely ill in 2008, I got a tattoo for the team, and he lived another 15 years. Did you draw the tattoo on yourself? Asking because, I don't know, I've seen your tattoos. Loving hockey as a queer, left-leaning, no, you, according to you, by the way, calling us right-wing extremists, you are an extreme leftist. If you're allowed to call us things, I guess we are allowed to call you things too. Woman has always felt incongruous. Hockey is still predominantly white and marked by a kind of racism that's frustratingly. Where are you with basketball? What the hell? Should basketball have more white people because it's predominantly black? What? How about just the most athletically talented people for the sport that they're playing are the ones that get brought up to the top level? How about that? How about that? It might not be racism. It might just be the genes of the people playing the sport and the families that grow up in the towns that live around it. Maybe it's just that simple. Maybe not everything is racism, Alyssa. Maybe. I can't believe she just brought up that hockey is predominantly white. That is classic. In June 2023, there were only 34 black hockey players in the NHL. in 2020 when then rookie Rangers defenseman Keandre Miller, who is biracial, I'm glad she had to point that out because it doesn't really count because he's biracial, took part in a Zoom to introduce himself to the fans. The chat was spammed with the N-word before someone closed the comments. Oh, I'm sure, Alyssa. I'm sure that's exactly what happened. I'm sure. Teams attempt to hold Pride-themed nights have been met with pushback from players, some of whom refuse to participate. Based! Bro, you're making me a Rangers fan right now. What? When I attended the 2024 Stadium Series game, I got into an altercation with a New York Islanders fan. This is now the second time in 3 paragraphs she's talking about how she's getting in fights with people at the games. I feel like that speaks more to her than anything else. Like I've said, I've been to more than 30 Bruins NHL games in my life. Never once have I gotten into a fight with anybody. In fact, never once have I even seen fights break out at the games. I'm sure fights happen, but there's something to be said with the way you carry yourself and invite that kind of interaction into your life. It's curious that you can't step outside yourself and be like, maybe it's me. Maybe it's me. Who was screaming the F slur after his team lost. Just this past February, American players praised President Donald Trump's support for them during the 4 Nationals tournament, a month after the Capitals star TJ Oshie praised Trump on social media. Okay. Why is this a bad thing? What the hell even is this? That same day, not long after, The Athletic reported New York Rangers star forward settled with a female employee who accused him of sexual assault. According to the 2 sources, the alleged assault happened during a 2023 Rangers road trip. The woman, who is a part of the regular team's traveling party, were at a post-game gathering hotel. Dozen players, staff members allegedly took her phone and said he would give it back if she retrieved it from his hotel room. The sources said she went to his hotel room to retrieve her device. Panarin pinned her down to the bed. She pushed him off, retrieved her phone, and left the room. Yeah, I'm sure that's exactly how everything went down there without any changes to that story. That's totally, believe all women. That's totally exactly what happened. Nothing to worry about there. Sure. According to the report, both Rangers and the victim told The Athletic that the matter has been resolved. And while Panarin did not respond to requests of the comment, the outlet further reported that the NHL was made aware of the incident and that the club retained an outside law firm to conduct an independent investigation, which the league was fully apprised of. We consider the matter closed. Sounds like it really wasn't that big of an issue then. Honestly, let's be fair. So yeah, it goes on. Holy crap, does it go on? And that is Alyssa now writing for Jezebel, and now no longer, according to her, I would imagine she removed it from her profile. She's no longer a puck slut for the Rangers, at least, according to her. So that's Jezebel. I thought that was interesting. Oh man, good times.